Hey guys, it's Maggie and I am back today. I thought I would update you guys, check in with you and see how you're doing and kind of tell you what's been going on. I've got Bruno rolling around on the floor in front of me, so if you hear any noises, there are dogs everywhere. I've got the back door open, so the birds are chirping. You know, I can only control the sound so much. I had a really nice morning this morning. I actually went out in the backyard and kind of walked around a bit. I brought Holly with me because I had brought out the other three earlier this morning. Holly slept in a little bit, so I brought her with me and we picked out some flowers. We've got like this really large area of daisies. I didn't plant them, they're just kind of growing wild, but they're so pretty. So I picked some of those and I picked some of my lilacs. I have Miss Kim's lilac, that's what it's called. So I picked some of those guys. They smell so good. I want to try this technique on them that's called enfleurage. I think that's what how you say it. It's basically where you take a carrier oil and you put flowers every few hours into the oil so it absorbs the scent, and then you have like a perfume. So I kind of want to try it with that. But yes, it was a really beautiful morning, although I slept not well at all. I'll tell you a little bit more about that, but I was up in the middle of the night. I probably woke up around 3 a.m. and couldn't fall back asleep till 5 a.m. And I was thinking, oh, you know, maybe I'll sleep in a little bit. No. I think across the street they're doing some kind of construction and it was very, very loud. Woke me up, I think a little bit before 7. So, yeah, so we're a little tired today. And also the allergies are strong. The pollen is out there. And I actually don't seem to have very bad allergies except with my eyes. I've always had trouble with my eyes. I remember sitting on the playground with my head down on a bench because my eyes just got swollen. Thankfully, it's not like that anymore, but I still feel it. So I was like, we're gonna skip out on eye makeup today. So yeah, I'll probably be taking a nap very soon, but I wanted to talk about my Humira and talk about this symptom that popped up yet again. If you missed the whole Humira thing, I realized too late, totally my fault, that my Humira had not shipped to my house, and I didn't know why. I didn't receive any communication from my company, from the pharmacy. So I reached out and I was like, hey, can I please be sent the Humira because I am due in like 2 days. And usually their shipping is very fast. I've gotten it so quickly in the past. Yeah, not this time. Not really sure why, especially since, you know, it would have been nice to have it expedited, seeing as I was late by the time we got it all figured out. But essentially, there was something going on with the prescription. It said that there were no refills on their end, but on my end it said there were 2 refills left. Had to get a new prescription from my new GI, so they sent that over, and it was a whole phone tag situation where I guess only one person within the pharmacy had the authority to send this drug out on a Friday, and I missed the call from that person. So when I called back, the new person I talked to had no idea what I was talking about and basically said I was out of luck. So eventually, I did get the Humira to go through. I was able to place my order and it didn't come until the 9th. So I wound up being, I think, like a week and a half late. I took it almost as soon as I got it. You know, it comes in those big styrofoam coolers, so I have absolutely no shortage on coolers. It's actually pretty great because anytime we go anywhere or if we go to the grocery store, we'll like put our cold stuff in them. Works pretty well. But yes, I took it, you know, as soon as I could get the Humira to warm up on the counter, and yeah. And I also had a symptom pop up that I've talked about quite a bit the last year or so. My output got a little crazy again, a little bit more watery, and I was having trouble pinpointing what the heck was going on, because typically, you know, my Crohn's disease, as far as looking at my intestines and looking for inflammation, it's inactive. I am flare-free right now. And that's awesome. And it's probably because I'm on Humira. But I don't have any activity going on, which is just fabulous. Being off of the Humira obviously can allow Crohn's to come back. I don't think it would have happened that soon. I didn't really notice any changes in how I was feeling being off for a week and a half. I think it takes a bit longer than that to actually feel anything or, you know, have disease pop up. But still, I was like, is my output going a little crazy because I haven't taken Humira? Is that what's going on here? But that's the annoying thing, is when you're trying to pinpoint a symptom, you really should only be changing one thing at a time, right? Ideally, like, that helps you have a better idea of what's going on or what the cause is. Something else changed, though, at the same time. I tried a little break from anxiety meds. I felt like I was in a good spot, felt like I was doing pretty good. Don't really necessarily want to be on them long term, but I tried a little break from them, was doing well for a while, and then had an influx of stressors that skyrocketed the anxiety again. So I was like, all right, let's restart the Zoloft, and we're gonna rock with that for a while. And, you know, I was kind of debating, should I wait? But I was like, I don't want to feel miserable and just anxious about things while waiting to see if restarting the Humira is gonna affect anything. You know, I was like, let's get on with it. So I don't really know why my output's being crazy. I'm gonna guess it's probably more likely to do with restarting the Zoloft than it is not taking Humira for a week and a half. But it's kind of frustrating, and thankfully my weight is staying up, so that is good. Keeping my fingers crossed that continues, because I think the last time I told you, when I went to get fluids, I was 100.8 on the scale at the doctor's. I was 99.4 or 0.6 here on my scale. So they seem to read a little bit higher there. And now I'm weighing typically like at least 99.6 to 100 point something on our scale. If I'm 100 on our scale tomorrow morning before I go to fluids, I am so curious what the scale is going to say. That is, I mean, I already reached 100 over at the doctor's, but I'm very excited. I'm very excited. My maximum weight I have ever been is 103, and that was about maybe 3 or 4 months after ostomy surgery, I think. I think it was then, because I gained weight very rapidly after surgery, and then I kind of plateaued. Really turns out that a Crohn's disease filled colon will not help you in your weight gain journey. So yeah, I gained weight very rapidly, got to 103, and then I kind of plateaued, maybe simmered down, and I stuck around 98 for a very long time, like through freshman year of college. I remember I stayed there, and I would say over the last few years, just slowly kind of went down until recently, where I had lost a bit of weight, and then suddenly I'm regaining it. So I don't know. I'm gonna guess it has to do with eating meat again, but I'm just happy I'm gaining weight. The only struggle is the weight is going to my stomach area, and I guess my butt. That's where it seems, because all of my shorts from last summer, they're tight. They're really tight. And I like to have them just a little bit larger because my ostomy just sits in a funny spot, so I have to tuck in my ostomy when I wear shorts like that. And not having the extra room for my ostomy to expand a little bit, it's not great. It's not great. So I really can't let my bag get too full when I'm wearing them. So I might have to do a little shopping to get some shorts that fit me for the summer. I wear a lot of dresses anyway. I'm more comfortable in dresses just because they're like flowier and more breathable, and there's less work into putting an outfit together because it's like one piece. I really like that. But yeah, so that's kind of what's been going on. I do have fluids tomorrow, and actually today is my very last day of being 29, my last day of being in my 20s. It's crazy because I remember for my 20th birthday, it was the first time that I met Zach's parents, and we went to Longwood Gardens, and it was a really nice day. I'll put a picture right here of Zach and I, but I can't believe that was a decade ago. This is the first birthday that I felt, I feel a little funny. It's just a number. I know it's just a number, but I feel a little funny about it. I don't know why. We're not doing anything crazy for my birthday, especially since I'm going to fluids tomorrow. My appointment's actually a little bit later. My appointment's at like 11 a.m. So I won't be home until probably like 3:30, 4 o'clock, depending on traffic. And then I asked Zach if we could go to Olive Garden because that's where we've gone the last few years. I really like it there. Gonna get a nice little glass of wine. And that should be nice. But Zach actually got me a birthday gift months and months ago that I've been waiting for. So I'll tell you about that later on. But I'm very excited for that. It's gonna be very cool. Something I've wanted to do for such a long time. And we actually have a friend coming to visit this weekend as well. This was like a last minute plan, so I am worried, you know, I don't want to say no to people coming to visit or activities, so I'm gonna need to find time to rest because this past weekend was a lot. It was a lot, and I needed Monday to just not do anything at all. So I'm going to rest a lot, hydrate a lot. Thankfully I'll have Thursday fluids, but hydrate and rest on Friday as much as I can, and then try to rest throughout the weekend as best as I can. I don't know. It's a lot. This is a very busy time. But yes, that's kind of the update on everything, and I'm just glad to finally have the medication in hand. I still have another dose in the fridge, so I'll be taking that, I think, next Tuesday, I believe. I don't want to get too off track with that because it's not great to not take your biologic on time with building antibodies against the drug and just kind of the wonky levels that you'll have in your system. I actually do need to get blood work. My GI and his nurse said that I am due for blood work. I didn't know that. They told me after my appointment through a message on my chart, but I have to get blood work done. I'm waiting because I want to make sure that my Humira levels are level, that, you know, it reflects what I typically have in my system when I go to get the blood work, because it's on there. They want to see Humira level. The timing of everything is just annoying, but anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening to me blabber on about life. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you are feeling great. I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye, guys.